Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, it's my warmest welcome to you all to be here. You could be anywhere else, but you are here to be with us. The wonderful welcome to USANA event. We love to see what you can see about this amazing company has really changed my life. When I was a registered nurse, at one stage, I was in doctor's clinic and doctor told me I'm going to lose my eyesight. And being as an immigrant, there's nothing more than that, being scared and petrified right at that moment. I'm thinking, I'm an immigrant, I'm a mom with the 2 daughters. If I cannot, cannot provide it to myself, how can I provide it back to the family? So one of my friend, Dr. James, he's kind enough. He shared USANA with me, and I have been taking USANA since 2000, and being as associate since 2005. And I did not lose my eyesight, and I have I did not lose my eyesight. And the doctor told me I cannot have a 3rd child, and I have a 3rd child. And since 2008, I've been in USANA full time. And I never thinking this one will work out, because I never do any business. I don't have any business background. All I have is being in health. So in total, I have 32 years in health, and I have a passion. And right now I have a vision. I love people live beyond the 100 years old with optimal health. So and today I actually welcome 2 of the amazing associates, and they are going to share with you why they are so passionate about USANA. Okay, and and we're going to welcome our guests, in a few seconds. All right, thank you. Okay, I just pass it back to Anna. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Are there slides that we're going to have, ladies? We just need our slides ready there, guys. But while we are opening those slides, thank you so much, Casey, for that beautiful welcome. And I'd love to share a little bit about my background, because Casey's background really inspires me as well. For me, I worked in the government for 22 years, and don't hold it against me though. I started at the bottom and I worked my way up into the field of project management, and that was in the Defence Organisation, and that was over a series of many, many years, and I had a wonderful career. And then I found my passion for public speaking and for helping people with public speaking, because I sat through a lot of presentations and I delivered presentations that weren't too exciting. So I wanted to improve, and I found my passion. And so I resigned, and everyone said to me, "Anna, you're crazy. Why would you leave such a great career?" And it was because I'd found what really lit me up and what I wanted to do with my life. And the thing that really challenged me was that I knew nothing about business. Working in the government, it was a cycle of every fortnight you got paid your wage, and that was how it was. It was safe and secure. And then when I went into business for myself, I realized, okay, well, you have to do a whole lot of things. So I went and did a whole lot of training and courses about business and personal development to try and understand that all the elements of running a business, as well as the speaking elements as well. And so I was really open to learning. And I decided to also join a networking group. And that is where I met a wonderful lady called Sarita Verma, who's here tonight. And with Sarita, she was a lady who's passionate about health and about being the best version of yourself. And I'm passionate about helping people be the best version of themselves as a speaker. And it was Sarita who introduced me to the USANA products. And she was so passionate about them. And she said, "Would you like to try them?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to try them." So I tried them and I loved them The products are beautiful, they're high quality, top quality, and I really love them. And what I realized was what we connected on was my top value in life is health. If we don't have our health, what do we have? So that's how I connected with Sarita. And one day Sarita said to me, you know that you can do this as a business. And I said, well, I don't need to do USANA as a business because I have my business. I'm doing my speaking. And for a long time there, I had that mindset that it was either or, that I could only do one or the other. And then we kept talking about it over time. And then we realized, okay, well, why not see it differently? Why not have a different mindset? And we talked again and we realized, okay, well, I can still do my speaking and helping people, but the health element, if people don't have the mindset and the health of a speaker, they can't really fulfill their true potential. So that's why I decided to embrace this. And I'm really excited about being a part of this team, because if we can just go to the next slide, there's some images there of the ladies, because of course, Sarita then introduced me to the sensational Casey, who's just the most dynamic, transformational leader ever. And of course, the wonderful Patricia, who is there in the photos as well. So that's all of us and some speaking engagements and things, having a wonderful time with our networking adventures. And so that is how I came to be a part of this magical team. And I would love to share tonight about USANA, and that is my story. So let me ask you, why are you here? Well, perhaps you're here to support your friend or your loved one, and that is great. And perhaps there's something really special in this for you tonight. And I just want to acknowledge you, first of all, for being here, because you've taken your time and your energy to be here. So just give yourself a little pat on the back and a pat on the front. And then we're ready to go. Okay, so let's move forward with those slides. Tonight, we're going to explore three challenges.
Anna,
yes.
Can I have
Yes.
a pleasure to introduce our guest?
Of course, yeah, go for it.
Great, thank you. We have the guest, Rowan. Rowan, I know you're taking your time. You are using the USANA products, and today you are our guest. If you'd love to say whatever you needed to say for you to be here, I know we're having a Zoom introduction, and then we just want to make sure you get the most value out of it.
Okay, well, thank you, Casey. I'm glad to be here. I've gained 11 kilos and now 13 kilos actually in a few months, and I wanted to get it off. And Casey's great to deal with, and she suggested come along and look at all the detail of USANA and where things come from and how to be even more involved if you wish. And I thought, yes, a great idea. So I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, anything else, Rowan?
No, thank you, I'm fine.
Great, thank you. Thank you for your interest to be here to look at the background of USANA. And thank you, Jane. Thank you for your connection, myself with the Rowan. And it's such a pleasure to see you more often here. Jane used to be my personal development coach, and you can see how amazing she's being effective in producing Casey as a product. So Jane, if you want to say something, you can, please, for you to experiencing here.
Yeah, thank you, Casey. So hello, everybody. Some of you know me. I don't know Doug and Caroline, and I've only just met Anna once, but I think I know everybody else. But no, I don't know Kelvin either. But thank you so much for having us here today. I'm really excited to have Rowan here. I guess his passion about losing the kilos that he's gained has reignited a passion in me to be to get the weight off and stick at a program again. And yeah, it's really taken something, hasn't it, Rowan? We've been on the Transform Pack for 6 days now, and it's it's taking something. Anyway, so yeah, I'm happy to be back. Thank you so much, Casey.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you for your commitment. And Rowan and Jane, I know that you I've been very moved by with the way you're following Rowan up, how amazing you're demonstrating your commitment in people's health and your health. And yeah, really, resonate with me. If you want to get things done, you ask a busy person, and you are kind of like this person. You demonstrate every meal that what you eat. Forward. And Rowan, even myself, I got very inspired, and we've been very stick on with the 6 days detox. Really amazing. I already, losing 2.5 kgs, and my waist is about, almost like, 5 centimeters, smaller, and really amazing. Thank you. And yeah, as what you can see, you haven't seen George much. George, if anyone else love to say something, George, please taking it on to introduce yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you very much. Team, look, I met Casey back in 2016. I'm an accountant, practicing accountant. I was about 140, 45 kilos. Now I got down to 105 kilos. She guided me right through. And although I wasn't doing the network much after, because I had a few personal issues, she always kept in touch, and I've been using the vitamins and everything basically. And I can tell you one thing, just recently I had COVID back in July, and I survived, and I hardly noticed anything. I had flus which were more severe than the COVID. The only thing I experienced was mainly a bit of muscle pains for a couple of days. But I've been on the USANA products since 2016. And that's a good insurance policy. I look back now, I never regret it. And guys, we have a top leader here. I've been with a number of networks as well. She's very special, very caring. And thank you, Casey.
Great. Thank you, George, for coming and being present with your community here.
Pleasure.
Great. Thank you. And Dashin, you got a guest as well. If you want to say something, it's great. If you don't want to say something, it's also great. Thank you.
Kelvinda is my niece. She's a new associate, so she's accepted to come on the call, and she's got a little bit of breakdown with the the video, and so she's not able to come on the video for now. Yeah, but she's happy to find out. She's new, so she's going to find out about the business opportunity as well as the products. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, and also I love to honoring our leader, William. You are here. If you want to say something, great. If you don't want to say something, it's also great. Okay. And yeah, okay, I will pass back to Anna. Thank you. You definitely have my the most welcome for you to be here. And then, Anna and Sarita is going to take you through. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Casey. It's lovely to meet everyone tonight. So tonight we're going to explore 3 challenges that all generations face. And we're going to look at money, time, and health. And I think you'll agree that these are all things that we've worried about at certain points in time. So we're going to have a look deeper into each one of these. Okay, so let's start with money. Fact, the world economy is changing, and the entire landscape of the global economy is changing. Thank you. Industries are being disrupted, and it's happening everywhere. So we're moving from, for example, from land to online. And companies are taking advantage of this. The companies that you see on the screen, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Airbnb, Netflix, Uber. And if you look at the online e-commerce space, disruption. So it's the rate of disruption as well. There are companies and startups that are popping up all the time, each and every day. And now they're not necessarily taking the 20 years or so that Amazon has taken to, since Jeff Bezos started selling books online. So it's happening a lot more at a rapid pace. For example, a couple of years ago, I did an Amazon course, and I know that there are people who are private sellers on Amazon who are making $1 million a month. Now, that may not be the profit, but that's the turnover. So there's huge opportunities in that space. Thank you. So a new era of entrepreneurship is here. And the great news is that we can all have a piece of that pie. So let's talk about brand collaborations. And here are some examples of some extremely successful collaborations. And people will partner with brands that they love. So here are some examples. You've got Kanye West, LeBron James, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And these three people have all leveraged their influence and partnered with major brands. So in the case of Kanye West, he's partnered with Adidas, LeBron James with Nike, and The Rock with Under Armour. Now you might be thinking, oh, but Anna, those are all celebrities, or Kanye is now a billion-dollar businessman. But the point is that they've used that leverage, and we might have, like you and I may not have celebrity influence, but here's the thing. We all have the ability to influence, and we are all social media influencers at some level. So whether you have 5 followers, 10 or 5 million, it doesn't matter. We can still influence. So the people around us, whether it's family, co-workers, etc. And we are living in the era of sharing. So think about if you go to a good restaurant, what are you going to do? You're probably going to take some photos of the meals, maybe share it online, say how great it was and rave about it. And likewise, if you have a bad experience, you might do the same as well. You're probably likely to put a bad review or tell your friends. So what social media influencers do is to monetize their sharing, and that we have that opportunity too to make some money by promoting the products that we like. And so that last slide was just 3 influencers who have partnered with USANA. So there's Miss Wolverine, Fit Food Economy, and Jenna Lee there. So these are all, now they might not have millions of followers, but they've got substantial followings there that they are communicating with every day in an effective way. So imagine the freedom to work from anywhere. Starting your own business and brand is the best way to go. So imagine if you're starting a business where you're selling goods or products. Imagine the responsibilities that would normally go along with that. For example, startup costs, you need to buy inventory, you need to warehouse the inventory. I mean, just thinking about that is enough to keep you up at night, isn't it? A few headaches would come along with that. And of course, then where are you going to get the time for it if you're already running a business or working a day job? Where do you find the time for that? That could be, just the thought of it might be enough to be a little bit stressful. So how do everyday people make money in today's world? Well, here are 4 quadrants. You can find a job that you love, or there's a lot of people who are in jobs that they don't love, or jobs that perhaps they don't want to do the 9 to 5 anymore. They might want to start your own business. And that has a lot of stresses that can come along with it too, such as cash flow. Self-employed, you might want to say, hey, I don't want someone telling me what to do. I'm going to run my own race. And then the 4th one is, of course, investing, where you're using money to make money. Okay, so that's money. Let's take a look at the next challenge, which is time. All right, so how much time do we actually have? Well, interestingly, we all have the exact same amount of time. So the time that you and I have in our day, the 24 hours, is the exact same as a Richard Branson or Elon Musk. So generally speaking, 8 hours worth of work, if you're lucky, 8 hours worth of sleep. And apparently the average person doesn't even get that much. Then you might have some family time, 3 hours, eating time, friends, a couple of hours, working out or relaxing, watching TV. And then you might have an hour of free time or just relaxing. So that's the typical day for the average person. So assuming, let's have a look at how we could approach having results. So assuming, let's look at 2 scenarios. And if we look at the first one, where if you work 50 hours per week, multiplied by 50 weeks per year, that's 2,500 hours per year. And the average person does that across their lifetime. So let's just say hypothetically, if you were earning $20 an hour, you would make approximately $2 million. But what if you shared the workload with others and worked in a team? What if you worked 5 hours a week and you were in a team of people with 100 others or 99 others? That would be 500 hours a week. So in 4 years, you and your team will work as many hours as you would individually, 50 hours a week. So this is painting a picture of the difference between working for yourself versus working for a team. So if you think of it that way, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Changing the perspective. So feel free to put some comments in the chat group, in the little chat box there, if that makes sense to you, or if you have a preference there. Okay, so that was money and time, and now we're going to look at health. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the biggest industries in the world. First of all, we've got entertainment, which is worth $2.6 trillion globally. We've got the tech industry. What is that? $3.4 trillion globally. And wow, let's look at health and wellness. This industry has the wow factor, $11.9 trillion industry globally. That's 12 zeros, by the way. So here's the thing, health and wellness, the whole industry is booming and it is mainstream. I mean, who doesn't want to be healthier? Who doesn't have something in their life that they're trying to improve on, whether it's the diet, the exercise, the combination, getting the balance, doing a little bit of meditation to calm ourselves. It's amazing. And let's take a look here at some numbers around the percentage of Australian adults taking dietary supplements. So this is really interesting. We're going to have a look at 3 age groups here. The first one is the age group of 25 to 34. Okay, so there's 45% of females and a few less males there at 30% taking supplements. Then the next age group, it starts to go up. So 35 to 49, it goes up to 59% of females and 36% of males. Whereas if we go to the 50 to 64 age group, for females, it actually goes down to 53%, but it goes up for males to 40%. So that's really interesting. And that's based on 2018 data. So it would be good to see how that's even going, because I mean, the thing is that the numbers are pretty amazing, pretty staggering there with the supplements. Now, let me introduce you, if you haven't heard of him, the founder of USANA Health Sciences. It's Dr. Myron Wentz. And I mean, this man is absolutely amazing. He has a dream and he's continuing that dream. And we are here tonight because of his dream and his vision. It's so inspirational to hear it from him. His dedication and his passion, he's dedicated his whole life to studying and excellence of the cell. And here he is saying, I dream of a world free from pain and suffering. I dream of a world free from disease. the USANA family will be the healthiest family on earth. Share my vision, love life and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. Really amazing. So why USANA? Let's take a look at how USANA has come about over the years. So in 1974, and that's where it dates way back to, well, what happened in 74 was that Dr. Wentz founded the Gull Laboratories, and the expertise in human cell culture and medical diagnosis technologies was there. So they would make test kits. And that was way back in 74. And Dr. Wentz lost his parents to degenerative disease. And that's where he founded USANA in 1992, because he wanted to focus on not diagnosing, but helping to maintain optimal health. So it's really, it's such an amazing vision that he has. And then later on, he opened the Sanoviv Medical Institute in Mexico, which is an amazing holistic facility. And then in 2007, he won the Albert Einstein Award, which was for outstanding achievements in life sciences. So pretty amazing, accomplished person here. And then in 2011, USANA became a publicly traded company and is now in 25 markets worldwide. Pretty fantastic. So there's the little transition there. 25-year history, publicly traded, TGA licensed facility. So they make their own products, $1 billion plus in sales, and now available in 25 markets. Pretty special there. And there's the Sanoviv Medical Institute in Mexico. Okay, so here are the accolades, some of the accolades that USANA has experienced or celebrated, and they're pretty fantastic. Best nutritional supplement manufacturer of the year, that was won 2 times. #1 rated direct selling brand, and that's based on not some industry thing, but customer satisfaction. 40 million meals in 26 countries were donated, and the accolades just speak for themselves. And you might have noticed there that USANA Athletes is a pretty special thing. There are a lot of athletes that celebrate. And now we're going to have a look at a video from the athletes.
Yeah. Put me on the stage now. I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Ready to do this, show you what the truth is. I step on the field, it's time to get real. I'm feeling so ruthless. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
You want to be a well-oiled machine, and to do that, you need to be fueling your body with the best of the best.
운동선수로서 제가 항상 피크에 시합해야 되고 훈련해야 되지만
if I don't put the right things into my body, it won't perform when I ask it to.
Yeah. So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made of. Get in the game, your moment of fame, show them what you made of. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
Why do I take USANA? Because USANA's the best.
I know it's clean, I know it's safe. I can't chance my career and my reputation on a product that I don't trust.
tout simplement, c'est la raison pourquoi j'ai choisi USANA.
We know what it takes to be reaching the top. Tell me to stop, my town, my crown. We know what it takes to be reaching the top.
I trust USANA.
I trust USANA.
I trust USANA.
Yo confío en USANA.
Trust.
I trust USANA because they put as much care and hard work into their product as I do to my training.
I don't have to worry about what I'm taking.
I know that I'm getting everything I need.
It's about the products.
Wow, amazing. And I think we're going to have a look next at the fact that USANA does its own research and development. So there are 60, I think it's 60 R&D scientists on the team. That here are some of the Olympic athletes. So there's the Vodafone Warriors, the National Rugby League team, supports USANA, loves USANA. There's Felicity Palmatier, who's an Australian professional surfer. And there's Olivia Vivian, who is an Olympic gymnast and ninja warrior. So I'm sure she's a pretty tough lady. Okay, so USANA is the official health supplement supplier for a whole lot of sports. All of these winter sports. There's skiing, there's the ski team in Canada, lots of different ones there. And the research and development team, as I mentioned, more than 60 scientists in the team. So it's not like the research and development is outsourced to another country or to an external agency. It's all done within USANA, which is really, really special. Okay, so now we're going to start delving into some of the amazing products. And I know that people here tonight have already sampled and used the amazing products. So let's have a look. So there are the 4 product categories. There's nutritionals, the weight management, the skincare, and the personal care. We're going to dive into some of those. First of all, the nutritionals. I mean, look, when we go to the supermarket today, and there's no way we can possibly get all the needed minerals and vitamins and minerals that our body actually needs. So looking at the cell essentials, you can see from this diagram in the little circles there, you can see all of the, I mean, what is it, 80 medium bananas. I mean, I love bananas, but I'm not going to sit down and eat 80 of them in one day. So, 8 chicken breasts. There's a whole lot. What is that? Is it 44 large eggs? I mean, who can possibly eat all of that in one day? So you'd have to eat approximately 22,000 calories and spend more than $33 a day to get the same amount of nutrients that our body needs in a daily dose of this USANA Cell Essentials. And that's just the Cell Essentials. And the Cell Essentials is actually patented. And there's a copy of the US patent that was approved in, April 2020. So yeah, last year it was approved. And that is pretty amazing. All right, so now let's have a look at some of the products. Now, here is the world famous health pack. So the health pack gives us, it's like the foundation product. So by taking the health pack each day, we can actually have that foundation in our body. And then if we need specific things, we can delve into some of the other products. So let's have a look now. Here's the cardiovascular and nervous system. So there's a range of products here. There's the proflavanol C, which is basically the vitamin C hybrid, which contains potent antioxidants. There's the Copa Prime, if you want to have real mental strength and a smarter brain, you take that one. There's a Vision X, which is the one that Casey was talking about, her vision at the start. Casey, there she is. She's got them right there. Okay, now we've got the Palmetto Plus, which is for the prostate. There's the USANA Estro Pro. There's the Magnecal D, which is the magnesium and calcium D combination there, which is if you're someone who goes to the gym maybe and lifts a lot of weights and you don't want to have those sore muscles, perhaps that's a good one for you. There's the Brocosamine there. And here we have the digestive system. So these 3 products here for the digestive system, I know when I've been speaking to Casey, she says, hey, if you want to detox, these are the ones you can use. And I'm using these, have been using these for a while. The probiotics, so handy. You can just take the little satchel around with you and take it each day, drink some water. It's amazing. There's the HEPA Plus, there's the Fiber G Plus, which is part of the new range. And then there's the mood and relaxation. I mean, sometimes if you're in a stressful job and you want relief, these are the new ones that you can tap into. They're gorgeous. We've got USANA for all generations. So it's not only for the adults, there's the prenatal for the pregnant ladies or the nursing mothers. There's the multivitamins for the children and the teens, and there's a great fish oil as well in there. And then there's the mood and stress support, as we mentioned. There's some lovely ones there if you want to take something before you go to bed to give yourself a great night's sleep. Okay, let's talk about the food and energy. I love these products. So I started out with the shakes. I love them. I have them every morning. I put a banana, maybe some berries in there, put it in the blender. I'm obsessed with them. You can't get me off them now. And likewise with the energy drink, I love them. It gives you a great energy surge at any time of day. And then there's the 5-day reset, which is a great one if you want to clear out the toxins and maybe lose a little bit of weight in a short space of time. They're fantastic. What else have we got here? So this is the active nutrition, and this range is so nice. I mean, just look at the modern packaging. It's sort of a salute to the past there, but there's some beautiful products in here. There is there's the peanut butter snack bar that you can I have them in my handbag. Wherever you go, you can just eat them on the go. There's the detox tea, which is really nice, and that's also good for detoxing as well. And some lovely other ones in there. And of course, they're gluten-free and low glycemic, which means that you're not going to get hungry in 10 minutes. Okay, so here are some amazing testimonials. This is our Be Healthy 28-day challenge. And I want to introduce you now to these two amazing men. First of all, on the left, we've got William. And William, this is some years ago. This is his, I think, 8-year journey. So William has actually lost 12 kilos. If you see the photo on the left, you can see the before and after there. He lost the 12 kilos in 3 months. But the amazing thing about William is he's an associate in USANA, and he's still in to this day, and that's 8 years later, and he's still slim, and he's on the products. So that was a fantastic result. And then on the right, we have Neville. And Neville's story relates to the Celavive skincare. So you can see the difference between the photo on the left and on the right. You can see he used to have dull skin, and what he did after using the products was really rejuvenated his skin and a transformation. And I think that was over 3 years. Is that right, Casey?
Yeah. And Sarita, if you can move the black patches on the top, would be great. It's just a it's maybe the people up there, so we can see the black patches on the top of the slide. Yeah, thank you. Right now it's all gone. Beautiful, Sarita.
Thank you. Yeah, so the next slide shows us more case studies results. We've got Yenny here on the left. So you can see on the left, she's looking a little bit happy, but she looks a whole lot happier on the right. So she did the body challenge there and was really happy with the results. And then on the right, we've got Evelyn. So Evelyn took the Celavive, the skincare range, and that was 3 months, the before and after. So you can see the amazing results there. Very happy clients. Okay, so let's take a look at how they did these amazing skin results with the skincare range. So this is Celavive. You can see the products here, and you can see that there are some products in the lovely light blue, USANA blue, and then the products that are in the gray, they actually have the intelligence technology inside of the creams there. And I believe that that's the one that Neville was using. He used the ones with the intelligence technology. Okay, and now let's have a look at the personal care products. Okay, so we've got the oral care, which is basically a toothpaste. It's a whitening toothpaste. It doesn't have fluoride and it's just really nice to use. I use it and it's very, very clean, and you wouldn't want to go back to those supermarket brands once you've tried it because it just feels so nice. You can just tell it's a cleaner product. And of course, there's shampoo, energizing shower gel, and body nourisher conditioner there. So as you can see, all of the products actually come with a potency guarantee, and that is Dr. Myron Wentz's signature. So that is him saying that what we promise is in this bottle is exactly what is in there. It's guaranteed to do so. So that is why he stands behind, and you'll see that on the products, his kind of stamp of approval. Yeah, and the USANA products are doctor approved. So 8 of them, 8 are included in major medical publications there. And, you know, what's on the label is in the products, and that's where that guarantee comes from Dr. Wentz. So I have covered the USANA products here, and now it's back to Casey, who's going to introduce Sarita for the next opportunity.
Great. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. As what you can see, Anna, you know, you have a passion in speaking coach, and you're realizing health is number one. You know, the energy and health, you know, will sustain your career. And, you know, you are such a humble person. And, you know, I really get your love and energy, even in I'm on another side of the screen. You know, your love towards to USANA vision, Dr. Wentz's story, and our USANA products. And I'm very moved by, you know, yeah, how you're presenting. This is your first presentation, and I humbly say that this is amazing. Thank you so much, Anna. And yeah, thank you. And also, the next one is Sarita. Sarita, you know, sometimes I call her sister. You know, she's just like my sister. You know, we both talk. You know, we become very connected. You know, Sarita is also coming because she had a joint pain, and you know, through Patricia is also in the audience, introduce the products to her, and you know, she find it, you know, it's no longer is because of it's aging, you know, because of the, you know, joint, you know, degenerated. So she found the passion about people's health, and Sarita also found her company. And then she's thinking, you know, without health, how can you have fun? So let me, you know, yeah, please help me to welcome Sarita Verma. And she is a mother, and she is an amazing entrepreneur. And I love her to share her story to you. Sarita, thank you. See Sarita?
Okay, I'm muted. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, and Casey, and thank you, Anna, for your introduction of the products. So let me just share a little bit about myself. My name is Sarita Verma. I was an example, and I quoted the example of that one person that worked 40 years. I was something like that. I worked almost 39 years for companies, dedicating my whole youth to them. A 9-to-5 job that was never a 9-to-5. It was in 7 to 7 long hours. But I did it. I didn't know anything better. I did it for almost 40 years. But what I met Patricia along the way, and she was forever hearing me complain about my joint pains. So she introduced me to the health pack, and she said, try this. She said, I believe you probably get good success out of it. So before the health pack, I was also taking multivitamins, but I just took it because everyone said you need vitamins at a certain age. So just visualize 15 minutes every morning. I would be so stiff in bed. I would slide to the side of the bed, put my legs down, lumber up, and then my day starts slowly. But 10 days into the health pack, I actually just got up, went into the shower, and I started to realize that I was doing things a lot effortlessly. My kids noticed, that I was more chatty because I wasn't in pain. I wasn't wearing a frown on my face because my mobility was quite impacted. And that was 40 years of neglect. I think we work so hard that we don't look after ourselves. So anyway, 10 days and I was excited. I started to share with my friends. And then the girls were also going overseas for their conference. And I thought, you know what? I created an element of fun because I spent 40 years just working and I wanted to do something fun. So I went with the girls to America for their first convention. We had a plant tour and I totally fell in love with the company, the ethics, it was just an amazing company. And I said, you know what, I'm coming back to actually start promoting good health, good vitamins, because a lot of people don't know what good vitamins are all about. So that's how my story started. And and I've never looked back. So that was 2.5 years ago. I said bye to my boss and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done working for somebody else. So that's how I started with USANA. So in USANA, it also offers you a lifestyle, be healthy. So we take the vitamins. I took the vitamins. I totally love it. But then I realized the more I shared with my friends who were also like me complaining about joint pains, I started to get paid. And I got really excited. And then I really got together with Casey and Patricia, and we started to, collaborate. So in USANA, you'd be so surprised that the company actually rewards you in many ways. So when you join the company, you could just start off with, a low cost. And then start working your way. But the way you could earn doing the business with USANA is that you get some bonuses along the way. Like when a PC is a personal customer, when they order something, USANA pays you a little commission. Or you can also get it on retail sales. So by joining USANA, you actually get your own website and you could just send that to your friends and they can share with their friends. And then you get retail sales volume from that. USANA pays you weekly. And then there's also this a lifetime matching bonus that we encourage everyone that wants to do the business to qualify. And then you get incentives. So I've already qualified for one incentive trip and I'm dying for that next year. So looking very forward to that. And then they have other leadership bonuses, auto order bonuses. It's starting to get fun, right? I never got all this working 9 to 5. I was working for somebody, but never for myself. So that's pretty exciting. But starting a business in USANA also actually gives you a lot of other things. It wasn't just selling. It was that you get coached, you get mentored. I get great training from Casey, William. We have our own training and it's fun. It's not boring. So we upskill ourselves. We learn about how to do business etiquettes. And USANA has this proven system that is all done for you. The back office is all done for you. You don't have to pay a franchisee fee of over $1 million just to start a business. There are also tax advantages of running your own business. You could claim home. Best to talk to your tax accountant to see what you could qualify for, but definitely your home business, your electricity, you could claim a component of it. Your traveling, your petrol, that's all part of your running a business. And it doesn't stop there. You get a team. So this is a family. So my USANA family is my best friends. I love seeing them every day. They nurture me, they encourage me, and I'm just so in love with my team. And that's what you get. Anyone that joins gets that outside. Doesn't matter who you are, it's a team. And you realize that you are slowly growing, evolving yourself. You are starting to become your own person, and you start to have leadership qualities as time goes by, as your confidence also grows. So it's very easy to get started. You could start with a pack, and all you have to do is share it with 10 customers. So if you want to just say, I want to just be a sharer, I don't want to do the business, but I love the products. Once you love the products, you can't stop talking about it. So you share that with 10 customers and they each buy, say, $100 worth of products. So that's about $1,000 volume in sales. And the company pays you 10% on every order. So in effect, by just sharing with your friends, you get about $100 a month, and that's $1,200 a year. Probably most of your products could be paid for. So that's starting with a passion. And then as you start to say, what if I wanted to go a bit further? I could start that as a side hustle. I could get my 10 customers and I encouraged them to have 4 team members each. So that 10 of us, so that's 5 team members, so me and 4, and we all share with 10 other customers. So in total, we've got a pool of 50 customers as a team. And say if each customer spent $100, we would have all cumulatively done $5,000 worth of sales in a month. And that would each earn us $450 each. That's not bad as a team effort. So that's $5,400 a year that we all just got together and said, hey, let's just do it. But then there's some that says, you know what if I wanted to make a bit more? I want to try and replace my income. So you can start part-time. If you've got a full-time job, you start part-time. You just train 4 others, and we are a team. So like you said, yes, I want to do the business. Bang, we'll teach you how to go and find your team members. We'll train you and support you. It's pretty much a team support-based system. So then now we've got 20 team members. Each went out and got 10 customers to share with. That's 200 customers that suddenly just doing part-time we've gone out to get. And that means we make what, $20,000 per month in sales as a group, as a total. Remember, this is teamwork. And suddenly I'm earning $1,600 a month. That's not bad as a part-time income. And that's $18,800 a year. So that's just by sharing good products. It's amazing. People's health, and all they want to do is start talking about it and start referring other people to you. And in USANA, there's also a growth. You start as a builder, and USANA has this roadmap to success. So, and the team helps you. The team propels each other to keep moving up. And that's that opportunity that's infinite as well. You could go past diamonds to, well, I think our top income earner is 17 stars. So, hey, that's up there for grabs. So there are many ways to start with a business. You can say, you know what, I want to just be a customer and I'll refer other people. So you start to make that little bit of income because you love the products. And if you love the products, you want to talk about it. Or you said, I'm quite interested. And we recommend that you speak to the person that invited you to see how you could start as an associate with USANA. And you said, you know what? Yeah, I like to spend a few hours a week and kickstart my business. We'll say, well, let's get training. Let's get you started. And you'll be surprised at what it costs to get started. So USANA has put together some packages for us to be the product of the products, because until you are the product of the products, when you start to share your journey, it's so convincing. People can see that you are speaking from your heart. When I started to share, people just look at me in disbelief and they say, I want that for my mother, because she's always complaining of joint pains. And then they start to, that trust is there. So USANA has put 2 different product experiences. So you can buy some of the multivitamins, take some for yourself, and some you can on sale. And to just get started, as a ridiculous, just about $1,200 to get you started in USANA. You get your own website, you get the back office. Now, you don't have to pay $1 million to get started in this business, but the potential to earn over $1 million is there for each and every associate. And so who will you be with USANA? If you want to be an associate, we welcome you, and we would love you to spend a few hours a week and have a life balance. That's what I never got working 40 years. I never had a life balance because I worked 5 days, long hours, weekends I'm with my children's sports, and then the week starts again. But now I get to spend time with my dogs. I've got 3 dogs. That's my passion. My kids are grown up, and that's my joy. That's my journey with USANA, and I totally love it. So, do you think it's time you join us and then you get to write your own story with USANA? A happy story for sure, because I think every associate here has a happy story. So thank you. Thank you and welcome. We'll hope to welcome each and every one of you to the healthiest family on earth. You couldn't go wrong with platinum products. Thank you. And if you've got any questions.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Sarita, with such energy and, sharing it with us, from 40 years in the corporate, And then right now you create
Sleep.
your own vision and then can be with your 3 amazing fur babies now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really amazing. Well, actually, right now this is the end of presentation, and we can get Rowan and Jane go to the breakout room, and then if Jane needs me, I can go in there to have a look as well. So
who do you want? Dashan, want your niece and you in another room? Or?
Dashan, you are on mute.
Muted. So I'll have Jane and.
No, she won't be able to talk. It's okay. So I think she probably will sign off.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'll create a breakup room for the 3 of you.
Yep. I'll ask Jane's permission. Yeah. Thank you. Wow, look at that. All the comments for Sarita and Anna. Thank you.
Well, I haven't read the comments yet, so I'll do that after the.
Right. So please, if you can create us to go to the breakout room, will be great.
Sure. Just hold on.
I will join in once you.
What's that? That was George, wasn't it? No.
Yeah.
Rowan,
and then Jane. Yeah.
And Jane is in one. And who else? And you?
Because I'm the host, you can't assign me.
So you have to invite yourself to them. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Then I will stop recording now.
Okay.